Well, what's up, everyone from YouTube and Rumble? So I'll put this video on both. And for the people on X, or whatever you want to call them on the X, I put my YouTube videos on X. I don't know why, but I do. Just to I don't know if you guys cruise that X thing or not. Oh man, that's just I don't even know what to say there, man. Like I said. Before I sit there scrolling through that X, man, I'd just soon go downstairs and hit myself in the foot with a hammer. It would probably be more entertaining for me. But anyways, I do use the platform only to promote my brand. So anyways, but if you guys are here for the first time, which hopefully some of you are, my name is Michael, and I am in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, until next week, and then I will be going back to the USA for about a month. Anyways, today's talking about, it's mostly for the guys, for the men, for whatever you want to, whatever you want to call it. I guess I look at my analytics, and most of my audience, I think like 93%, 94% is men. So for the most of the men, it could be for the ladies too, but I don't know about that situation here. I'm unaware of it. So anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down into like different age groups. Okay, I'll say from your early 20s to maybe like 35. If you have finished high school, obviously, and you have a nice little new shiny college degree, university degree, and any kind of usable degree, and I say usable because sometimes people get degrees in just weird things. I mean, things I didn't even know existed. Like I said, pre-Columbian poetry, lesbian dance, histories of jump roping. I don't know, just all kind of weird degrees that are probably going to be useless for the rest of their lives, but maybe they can find some place they can use it. But anyways, this video is going to be on Live Rich, Cambodia. And I'll give you my email address real quick since I brought that up. Live, L-I-V-E dot rich, R-I-C-H dot Cambodia at gmail.com. And I have a domain name that I have purchased and registered with the same name. Hopefully within a couple years, I'm going to have my business up and running. And at that time, I will charge money for helping you guys come to Cambodia. The advice right now is free. Anything I can do to help you guys, other than sending your money, I'll do. Like I said, pick you up at the airport, whatever that's going to require. I can give you some advice for what I've heard and know about Southeast Asia as far as Thailand and Vietnam go. Right now, Cambodia and Thailand are not really getting along too well, so I don't know about the whole Thailand thing. But anyways, this video is going to be mostly directed to the, like I said, early 20s, mid 35. Okay. If you're the kind of person that likes to lay around mommy's house or grandma's house or baby mama house and play video games and smoke weed and just kind of hang out and get up whenever you want, and, got the hair looking like a spider coming out of it and an octopus thing or whatever it is going on, you probably just want to click off right now because there's really nothing on here I'm going to tell you that's going to help you out much, because you're probably better off just staying exactly where you're at. Okay, that's just probably the way that is. I'm going to be honest with you. You guys can take that for whichever way you want. But for those kind of people, man, the USA is just getting more and more and more full of them. So anyways, but for you guys that have ambition in life, if you seek adventure, if you seek a change of life, like I said, you got your nice new shiny degree, or even if you don't have a degree, okay, and you're really good on computers, they call them digital nomads over here. You can come over here and work online. Not a lot of people over here have that kind of experience, or maybe you're a really good auto mechanic, or just when I say good auto mechanic, I'm not talking about you can change an alternator in the backyard. I mean, you work at a dealership. They do have automotive dealerships over here, and I don't know, because I've never been to one to have anything repaired, but I would imagine that they are in desperate need of people that know how to work on the electronics and the computers that are on these cars. Anyways, there's a lot of job opportunities over here for foreigners. For the people here, not so much. Their life will be selling bananas or coconuts or brooms, or working on roads, those kinds of low-skilled labor. But they are always looking for people that have some knowledge. Most of your big offices, big corporations, big companies over here, the people there speak English, so that's not going to be an issue. I made some videos. I put them out on my shorts this morning. You guys can look at some of the massive office buildings, the tall ones. I mean, 30, 40 floors. Condos. When I get back from California, I'm going to go take some tours of some condos and maybe possibly some businesses, and talk to some people, maybe make some, do like some interviewings and stuff. Anyways, there's opportunities over here. Okay, there's opportunities in more than one way. Okay, they have a massive amount of young, absolutely beautiful, petite Asian young ladies over here. Okay, and they love the foreigners. Okay, they love the foreigners over here for several different reasons. One of them is foreigners seem to be able to take care of their family a little better than the Khmer men. Most Khmer men. Some can. Some can take care of their family very nice. But over here in Cambodia, the ladies and a lot of the men, even though it will be so hot outside, they will wear hoodies, hats, gloves, everything to keep their skin from getting brown. They don't like the brown skin over here. In the USA, people go lay in the sun to get brown. So they like the white-skinned people over here. I'm not saying there's anything bad, wrong against the brown skin. My wife's got brown skin. I have like I said, I used to go out in the sun. I used to get tan in the summertime. I don't do it anymore because I'm old, obviously, and I don't really need to worry about that. But anyway, they like the white skin over here. They put this makeup on the face. The ladies do on their arms and their face to make their skin. It's it has bleach in it. I can smell it to make their skin more white. So, anyways, if you're in that age group and you got that shiny new degree that you don't know how you're going to pay for, this might be the place for you to come. Okay, and start a new life. Like I said, start a new life. They can't garnish your wages over here. There is no wage garnishments. For me, I have at 67 years old in my life, I've dated many different kinds of girls, ladies, whatever you call them. For me, it's like at the buffet. Okay, you go to a buffet, you have a little taste of everything, and then you go back and get seconds on something. I like the Asians myself. That's just me. It's my own preference. I like the Asians. Anyways, if you're in that age group and you're single, maybe you want to stay single, maybe you don't, but you can come over here, and if you come over here and you act like a fool, okay, they're not going to want nothing to do with you. Okay, if you come over here and you act professional and you dress nice, Yesterday I had to go into the city down there by the tourist area down there by the Mekong River, and I could spot a tourist a mile away. Okay, I can spot a foreigner tourist a mile away because they're walking around in the foreigner area with shorts on and sandals and a backpack, looking confused as hell, and the girls can spot them too. Okay, those kind of guys, chances are not going to find a girlfriend or a wife or anybody, any kind of relationship over here because they know they're only over here for just a couple of weeks and they're going to be gone. The only kind of girls those guys are going to get is the boom boom girls, if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, they're going to go in the nightclubs and they're going to meet the boom boom girls, and like I said, the regular girls on the street that are working, not working girls, but you know they're doing whatever. They know what the tourists look like, and they don't have nothing to do with no tourists. Okay, they're going to be nice to you. They wouldn't want to sell you something, but they're not going to be any kind of relationship at all with you because they know you're only going to be here for a couple of weeks, and that is not going to work for them. Okay, now I'm going to talk to the next group of people. We're going to say I'm just kind of using these ages just as an example, 35 to maybe 50, 55 years old. Okay. You guys have a different situation. Okay. I was in that situation at one time because I'm 67, and I got to be about 30 years old, in my 30s, and all the girls that I would meet, they all had at least one kid, at least one child. Many of them had several children. And they were looking for somebody to help take care of their children. And I just did not have any desire whatsoever to take care of another man's children. That's his responsibility. I didn't want to deal with a bunch of exes. I didn't want to deal with a bunch of babies' daddies. I didn't want to go to these birthday parties and the soccer games and the graduate. I just didn't want to do all that. Okay. And the chances of you finding a woman between the ages of 35 and 50 years old that doesn't have any children is slim to none. Okay. And if that is the case, well, there's probably only a couple of reasons why. Something wrong with her, something in some area of her body. I don't know whether it's the brain or some other spot. But anyways, I didn't want to be. I didn't want to support somebody else's kids. I didn't want to hear, and which I did have to hear sometimes. You can't tell me that. You're not my dad. And I tell them, well, you're in my house. You listen to me. You are correct. I am not your dad. Okay? When you're in my house, you're going to listen to what I'm telling you to do, or you can get the hell out. Okay, that's just the way that is. I had a really nice house, several really nice houses, and I had really nice things in them, and I didn't want children playing with them. My house was not child friendly. Okay, I had very expensive things around, and I just didn't want the children playing with them. So, like I said, that's a whole group of men that are having to deal with that. Somebody else's children. And you get up around 50, 55 years old, you're going to have grandkids. And those grandkids are going to be coming over when the mom and dad want to go somewhere for a weekend or whatever it is, to a wedding or something. You're going to be looking at grandkids in the house. And if that's okay with you, looking at somebody else's grandkids, man, that's right on. That's okay, man. I ain't got no problem with that. But that wasn't my gig. And I had that situation happen a few times where, like I said, I didn't want to be a step grandfather or any of that kind of stuff. So I got to be about 50 years old, and I just stopped dating for a while because I was trying to build up my retirement. I was trying to build up money. Okay. So, and I just didn't have time because I was working full time at a machine shop, and I had a property management business on the side, a real one, not just some handyman thing. It was a real company, and had people working for me and stuff. Anyways, I was real busy all the time. I didn't have time for any girlfriends. I had friends with benefits. I'll leave it at that. You guys know what I'm talking about. So my dad was still alive then, and I told him I met a girl over here in Cambodia through a friend of mine, and he said, why do you need to go all the way over there to find? There's plenty of, there's plenty of women around here, man. I lived about an hour from San Francisco, and I said, Dad, all those ones that are my age, they're all leftovers. Okay, they're leftovers. Somebody else didn't want them, and now they have a bitter attitude. They're getting ready to go through that change of life thing, and I don't want to deal with that, Dad. I just don't. And he told me, he said, well, I don't know why you have to go all the way overseas and find some young girl to marry. And I said, well, I can't tell you, Dad, but that's just what's going to happen. And I did. I'm 29 years older than my wife, been married for 12 years. He said, she just wants you for the money. And I said, well, that's okay. I ain't got no problem with that. Okay, I ain't got no problem with that at all. I get what I want too. You know what I mean? So, been getting that for the last 12 years. It's okay, man. It's okay with me. Now, we're going to get up and talk about the ones that's 55 plus. Okay. I've seen men over here that are 70 that are married to a 30-year-old woman. In Asia, that's not a big thing. They respect older people, and they will take care of you. My wife takes care of me every time I'm sick. If I get a little bit of a cough, she's concerned. Just any kind of anything. She doesn't have any tattoos. She doesn't have any piercings. She does drink a little bit of wine from time to time, but that's okay. I don't mind that. But she doesn't have any. She only has one child, and that's for me. And she doesn't have any exes and problems in that kind of area. She's not taking hormone pills or estrogen pills, whatever the ladies need to take to make their brains from not going crazy about that age. So, anyways, over here it's not a big thing, man, for the older guys to marry younger ladies. And like I said, Cambodia is just absolutely full of young ladies. We went yesterday, like I said, into the city, went to a little Chinese restaurant, and I didn't want to take a picture of it, but there was 3 sitting on the table across from us. There was 3 absolutely beautiful young Asian women. I'm going to say in their 20s. I don't know how old they were. But I looked at them, and not one of them had on a wedding ring. They were sitting there eating lunch because it was lunchtime, and they looked like they maybe came from an office somewhere near and possibly working in an office. And like I said, over here, they just love foreigners. Okay, they just love foreigners. They love the color of the skin. They love the green eyes, the blue eyes, whatever you got. So I even tried talking to a friend of mine who was in his early 80s, not to come over here and hook up with a girl, but I said, brother, sell everything you got, man, and come over here and we'll help you get a place near us. You can find you a nice young Cambodian girl to come in, woman, to come in and clean and cook and do everything for you, man, and do your shopping for you, do your clothes, all that stuff, man, for a lot less than what you're paying in taxes and all the rest of that stuff in the USA. And he just said he wasn't going to do it. He said he's too old, scared to fly, all this. I just, okay, man, do what you want to do. I plan on you never know where you're going to die, man. Hopefully I die right here in Cambodia. Like I said, I don't have any plans on going back to the USA. But to kind of wrap up what I was saying, I know because I'm 67 and I was single for many, many, many years, okay? And I dated, I don't even know how many women, okay? I wasn't no big player, whatever they call them, but I always had nice motorcycles, Harley Davidsons, always had nice vehicles, always had nice houses, and always had money in my pocket. So the dating thing for me wasn't really a problem, but I just got tired of all the just the absolute insanity I had to deal with all these girls. I mean, women in the USA, man, they've just gone over the deep end with this feminism or whatever they call this thing, or they just, like I said, I don't even know how to explain it, man. I just went through after girlfriend after girlfriend after girlfriend, and I'd treat them nice. I'd buy them things, just do whatever I had to do. I was busy. I was always working a lot because, like I said, I like the money. Okay. I tell people I have three favorite four-letter words. I have three favorite four-letter words. Okay. The first one is cash. C-A-S-H, cash. Okay. The second one is free. F-R-E-E. Okay. There's one more four-letter word that begins with an F and ends with a K. I'm not going to say it on YouTube because I don't want any problems. So, but that's my three, and it's easy to remember because it's cash, free, and then whatever. So, I could always find girls, man. Like I said, I've had some really nice Harley Davidsons. That's kind of an attractive thing for the girls, and the always had nice houses. Always had money to take them on trips, or whatever. So, but I just saw all the problems I had over there, man, with the girls. And if you guys are single, you might want to think about coming over here and working. Like I said, there's no wage garnishments here, man. They can take those student loans, do whatever they want to do with them, man. You can just live over here like I do, man. So I don't know. I don't have any student loans. I don't owe anybody nothing, man. That's why I like to keep it. So, anyways, that's just kind of my thing. I'll put a description in the title, and you're gonna probably see the thumbnail. And you're gonna think, well, now I get it. Now I get it, right? Okay. Anyways, one last thing. Anybody that does subscribe or anything, I do appreciate it, man. Just use that one finger, man. Any finger you want, thumb. Anything you want to use to push that subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. And if you have any comments, man, please leave comments. I get comments from time to time, and I answer every one of them, man. I answer every single one of them, and I always give them a little thumbs up, a little heart thing, man. Tell them thank you for watching my videos, man. Thank you guys, too, for watching my videos, and thank you for leaving a comment, man. Anything help me. Okay, man, I'm starting to get kind of busy now, getting ready to go to the USA, so I'll talk to you guys later. And like I said, they got a lot of absolutely beautiful petite, if you like petite. Okay, my wife's kind of tall for an Asian. She's pretty tall. But anyway, if you like the small, petite little Asians, this is the place to come right here, man. Okay, so I'll leave it at that.